You will notice that your refrigerator, both sections, are not as cold. The freezer will be cold, but the main area will not be cold because your freezer feeds your refrigerator, or I should say it removes the heat, especially if it's a single evaporator. To remove the basket on this particular LG, you're going to have two tabs. They're black in color. You're going to push one up and one down, and then you can extract the entire assembly. Now, you might want to remove the food. It makes it a lot easier and lighter, just in case. Now, the bottom, you're going to have two white Phillips screws. You must remove them, and then you can lift the track up and out. Again, go ahead and remove the food and then the basket from the unit before you do that. It makes it a lot easier to work with. Now, I did not show the removal of the assembly. It's pretty straightforward. You have one screw in the center, and you can literally just grab the top, pull it forward. It's pretty flexible. You don't have to remove the tracks from the side of the unit. You can if you want, but it's pretty flexible. Once you slowly pull the top forward, you can go ahead and unplug the connectors and slowly put the new, remove the old fan once you get the assembly out. The assembly is held in with two screws, Phillips screws. Now, I want to point something out. This assembly I'm working on is the same one, and on a different refrigerator. I totally forgot to show the removal of the old fan, so I'm going to show it here, how to remove just the fan blade, and you'll see it shortly. So this is on another unit. I thought I was recording, and it turned out I wasn't, so here is the other portion of how to remove the fan and other helpful tips. All right, this will come in handy if you're trying to remove the fan blade itself. You can use a needle nose, or you can use any channel lock, pliers, whatever. Grab the base pretty close to the top of the fan blade itself, and use a flat blade screwdriver and slowly twist, and it will push the blade off. Reason for this, you don't damage or break the fan blades. I could have done that, but this is actually another unit, and I was able to show it to you guys. So be mindful of that. If you grab the fan blade sometimes from underneath, you can end up breaking them. The fridge in question in the video had broken ones, and you want to be super careful not to damage. Once the unit is back installed, you will see the difference of the damaged fan motor. The motor was pretty badly damaged, and so were the fan blades themselves. So everybody was pretty much broken. So pretty straightforward. When you have something like this and the fan is making noise, you don't have to do any testing per se. You just basically need to just replace the fan motor and of course the assembly, meaning the fan blade, because the fan is turning, so there's nothing to test. You just want to replace the broken part. Now I'm showing you a little bit how to get it back in, but pretty much it's pretty straightforward. Make sure you get your connector in first before you do anything, and then you can bend it a little bit and slide it in. And once it's slid in nicely, you should be totally fine to get it in. I had to remove it back to get it back in, but pretty straightforward from here on. And then we're going to be installing back the shelves and whatnot, and you'll hear the difference in the sound of the motor. Now keep in mind, if the unit does not cool right away, give it a few days. Once the new fan is spinning nice and fast, it will continue to unclog any orifices that are clogged. Or you can go ahead and get a steamer and do a complete defrost, or unplug the fridge, let it sit for maybe 5 hours before you turn it back on. All right, enjoy the rest of the video. Wow, take a look at that fan blade, pretty bad. And take a look at the assembly. You can see how bad and how much it can shake from side to side. Oh wow, nice. All right, getting this top one in is not too bad. It helps if you have someone to hold the other side. If not, get one side in slowly. Don't push it all the way in. Just make sure you push against the side as you insert it and don't go all the way in. Now go to the other side and do the same. Make sure it catches before you actually push it all the way in. And then push it all the way in, pull it back out just to make sure that it catches. That's it. Again, make sure you empty. It's a lot easier to work with. And pay attention to the lip. You do have lips that you need to lift and set the tray in and over. If not, it's going to basically fall straight on the floor. It's not going to be good. All right. All right, so we're wrapping up on this section. So enjoy the rest of the video. Thanks for watching. All right, now I'm going to be opening, and I want you to hear the difference of how the fan was loud. Take a listen. Nice and quiet. All you can hear is just air. Sweet, beautiful air. Beautiful.